Have you ever been absolutely certain that you remember something one way, only to be told later that it never happened like that at all? Welcome to Riot Rags, where we dive into the edge of understanding and flirt with the unknown. Today, we're exploring what some believe is definitive proof of parallel universes, the mysterious phenomenon called the Mandela Effect. Many people swear they remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, when in fact, historical records prove he was very much alive until 2013. It's an unsettling discrepancy shared by thousands, sparking a wave of theories that we're sliding between parallel realities. Could our own memories be glimpses into another dimension? Or are we simply falling victim to collective false memories? Let's find out. The term Mandela Effect was coined by researcher and paranormal consultant Fiona Broom. She realized that she and a number of other people collectively remembered that Nelson Mandela had died decades before his actual passing. This bizarre realization stayed in the realm of niche discussions until the internet era ushered it into mainstream consciousness. Suddenly, forums and social media lit up with people insisting they had vivid recollections of entirely different versions of history. Movie lines that seemed to vanish, logos that mysteriously had new shapes, and even the names of childhood books that many of us knew so well, such as the Berenstein Bears, which, in reality, is spelled Berenstain. Countless examples continued flooding in. The famous Star Wars quote, "Luke, I am your father," has never actually appeared in the script. The original line is, "No, I am your father." Shocking, right? This wave of collective confusion raised an even bigger question. Are we dealing with more than just faulty memory? Could there be something deeper at play, possibly bridging our reality with another? Advocates for the Mandela Effect, as evidence of parallel universes, argue that these memory glitches are akin to echoes of events or timelines that don't belong to our current reality. One popular explanation draws from quantum mechanics, where the idea of multiple universes existing side by side is not as far-fetched as it sounds. In a field theory known as the many worlds interpretation, every event can spawn a branching of alternate timelines. A decision point, such as flipping a coin, could theoretically generate two parallel outcomes, one where the coin lands on heads, and another where it lands on tails. Many who support the Mandela Effect as proof of parallel universes propose that we occasionally shift or merge with these other timelines. This could be caused by cosmic events or unexplainable quantum fluctuations, in which small rips in our reality allow memories to seep in from alternate timelines. Some enthusiasts also cite declassified documents that explore the US government's interest in psychic and mind-bending phenomena during the Cold War era. Project Stargate, for instance, studied remote viewing, the alleged ability to perceive distant or hidden objects using mental capabilities alone. While not directly connected to the Mandela Effect, these programs do demonstrate that certain official agencies have historically considered the possibility of extraordinary mental phenomena, even if they later dismissed or downplayed their findings. Furthermore, genealogical records and old newspaper stories sometimes contain conflicting details about events, adding more fuel to the theories. Could minor shifts in historical accounts validate the idea that multiple realities are blending together? Expert opinions vary widely on this phenomenon. Some psychologists argue for a more grounded explanation. Human memory is famously unreliable. Our brains rewrite, omit, and alter details each time we recall an event, inadvertently creating new truths that feel just as authentic as real memories. In fact, repeated storytelling, internet rumors, or misread references can sneak into our recollections, shaping group beliefs that might not match actual historical data. From this perspective, the Mandela Effect has more to do with cognitive bias, social reinforcement, and the sheer complexity of human memory than with parallel universes. Researchers who specialize in false memory syndromes point out that our neural pathways are prone to confabulation. Over time, what starts as a small mix-up like mixing the Berenstein Bears with the common last name Berenstain can evolve into a mass misremembrance when shared and repeated among large groups online. Still, supporters of the parallel universe theory push back, saying that not all discrepancies can be so easily explained. They'll point to instances where physical evidence seemed to change as well. For example, old videotapes or printed packaging that once appeared to confirm remembrance have vanished, leaving behind updated versions aligned to the new timeline. Though critics argue that packaging changes, brand redesigns, and misquotations are common over decades, believers see larger synchronicities at play. They highlight how certain changes affect huge segments of the population, crossing age groups, cultures, and geographies, which is tough to explain away as pure coincidence. Throughout history, cultures have had their own spin on blending realities. Folklore is rich with stories of visitors from other worlds, portals and illusions that show alternate lives. Though these legends may not use the term parallel universes, they mirror our modern speculations about crossing boundaries of the known. Some aspects even discuss thin places, areas believed to be so spiritually or magnetically charged that one might slip into another realm. While there is no direct scientific evidence that these ancient legends connect to the Mandela Effect, they do reveal how humankind has always been fascinated by the possibility of dimensions beyond our own. Critics point out that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. So far, no formal study has conclusively shown that people are crossing into parallel universes. Skeptics note that the difference between Luke, I am your father, and No, I am your father, could be chalked up to the collective desire for clarity in the famous line. Similarly, brand names or spelling differences like Fruit Loops instead of Fruit Loops might just be examples of marketing choices or misread packaging. Yet the lingering questions remain. Why do so many people feel so strongly that their memories are correct? Why are these discrepancies so globally widespread? Could they really be illusions shared by millions? Quantum physics offers tantalizing clues but leaves us without definitive confirmation. Some researchers propose that consciousness could be key in bridging parallel worlds, but these ideas remain speculative. Even though the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics is taken seriously by some in the scientific community, the direct connection to human memory errors is still purely theoretical. For those seeking solid proof, more data and more rigorous studies are necessary. But for those who love a good mystery, the Mandela Effect remains a compelling case that suggests our reality may not be as straightforward as we once believed. As we wrap up, consider taking a moment to reflect on your own memories. Did you ever think the Monopoly man had a monocle? Or that the Kit Kat logo had a hyphen? Sometimes it can be jarring to discover that these details we're so certain about simply don't exist in this reality. Perhaps it's all just the malleability of memory, a testament to the remarkable and sometimes unreliable tapestry of the human mind. Or maybe, just maybe, it's a subtle peek behind the cosmic curtain, reminding us that our universe might be bigger, stranger, and more interconnected than we dare to imagine. Whichever side you land on, the conversation doesn't end here. Let us know in the comments what you think. Are these widespread memory slips proof that we're merging with alternate timelines, or just fascinating psychological phenomena? If you enjoyed this dive into mind-bending territory, hit that subscribe button on Riot Rags and join our community of curious souls who love exploring the unknown. After all, this may be just one version of reality. Who's to say that the next moment won't blur the lines again? Peering into these mysteries leaves us with more questions than answers, and sometimes that's the best place to be.